Hello everyone, today I want to share with you my new pattern, how to crochet summer top. This is very easy pattern for beginners. It's got lovely buttons. I like these buttons, but I may change this when I go to the shop, maybe to get matching buttons. This is very easy top, and that's why I've made some details like funky button. This string at the bottom of the top, you can adjust the width. If it's too wide, just make it in a bow, tighten it up. Those straps I've made like this, just interesting. I find it interesting. It is just a little features that make all this top simple but very interesting. Straps adjustable. I just tie them in the position. The width, the length is also very adjustable, very easy pattern. I'm using the yarn 100% cotton, and I'm using 2 strands. The whole top is around 300 grams because this is cotton, and I will show you how to make it. I'm making size M for me to wear this summer, and I will help you to make different sizes to adjust the pattern according to your body shape. This is very easy, so stay with me and let's do it together. I've got cotton. This is 50 gram, 150 meters. It's Rikarumi. Very nice cotton, double knit. And I've chosen to supplement this color. I lost the label unfortunately, but this is organic cotton, 50 grams, 90 meters, and this one is also 100% cotton, but it is slightly thicker. I'm trying to get the thickness of sugar and cream. I don't think this will be enough, that's why I'm using those yarn, and I hope it will be enough for nice little top. Colors are nice and very sunny, so I will be using hook 5 millimeters. As I said, this is beginner friendly. It will be very easy pattern, basically no pattern at all, and I will show you how to make it. If you don't want to use cotton or you don't have cotton, you may do this with any yarn. I'm sure the pattern will work just the same. All we need to do, we need to measure yourself around the bust area. And when you've got this measurement, you just start creating the chain. When you measure yourself, please stretch this chain slightly, because your top will go looser. Remember that. I've got a long chain around my bust area, and now let's start by making chain 1, 2 and 3, and then we will make 1, 2, skip 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in the 6th one I will make 1 double crochet. chain 1, skip 1 stitch, 1 double crochet, chain 1, skip 1 stitch, 1 double crochet, and repeat the pattern till the end of the row. Now I will pause the camera and finish my row, and I will see you in the end of the row. I'm at the end of the row, and I was lucky enough to pick the correct amount of stitches. I will finish in my last chain stitch. If you've got one spare stitch left, you will just undo this little end and undo one stitch. So that's easy peasy. I wouldn't worry about counting the amount of stitches. Then we will make 2 chain stitches, and then we will start making the pattern with half double crochet in a back loop only. So yarn over, chain 2 will count as my first half double crochet, so I will start not with the first stitch but with the second. Insert my hook in the middle of the stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pulling through to yarn over into the next stitch. And this is how we make half double crochets. Nice and soft yarn. I just love how it feels. Usually I don't buy very expensive yarn, but I buy good expensive yarn when it's on sales. So now it was Easter sales, and I bought this lovely organic cotton and Rikarumi that I'm very happy to work my summer garments with it. I think I will have a good use of them. It works very nice, it feels very soft. I'm sure this top will be lovely and will be very enjoyable. And like this we will keep going till the rest of the row. And I will see you guys at the end of this row, and we will start the next row together. And then at the end of this row it should look like this. You see, this is double crochet, half double crochet on top, half double crochet on top of this chain 1, and this was like turning chain, and it works as first double crochet. So let's make half double crochet, that to keep the same amount of stitches. Of course you can count amount of stitches, but I will not. This is very forgiving pattern, but try to keep amount of stitches consistent. If you struggle, you can help yourself with stitch marker. So I'm making chain 2, then I will start. Chain 2 will work as my first double crochet, and this is my first stitch. Have a look. this is my first stitch, so I'm going into the next stitch, and to help yourself to figure out where is the end of this round, right, when you go back, you can put stitch marker in this stitch, right, in your second stitch, because I want, when you go back, I want to put half double crochet on top of this one and half double crochet on top of your chain 2, that you don't lose amount of stitches. If you put your stitch marker over here, you will understand that this is your last half double crochet should go over there. So this will be 2 stitches. The rest of it is easy. You will just go, oh, I've done it slightly wrong, have a look. Tell me if you notice my mistake. You don't. Okay. So because we are doing half double crochet back loop only, I meant to go back loop. I've done 2 loops and I want to go back loop like this. And so I will keep going with half double crochet, back loop only. If you want your top shorter, you will reduce amount of rows. If you want it slightly longer, you will make few more rows. So it is very adjustable, very easy pattern. I'm going to turn the camera off, turn my TV on, and maybe watch something while I will make a few rows of this half double crochets back loop only. And I think maybe you should do the same. Have yourself a cup of tea, take it easy. And I will see you in a bit. Is there anything interesting you've got on TV? What are you watching now? Tell me, guys, what are you watching when you are doing crochet? At the moment I'm watching 3% on Netflix. Well, I've done quite a few series on Netflix. I like watching Netflix when I'm doing crochet. Give me some ideas what you are watching. Alright,
Hi, and
I'm going
back.
to watch my TV now.
I have done a few rows on my top. I can even measure you. It will be approximately 16 centimeters or 6.5 inches. Mind that this is cotton. It is not very stretchy, but it's still stretchy because it is crochet item. And what I must say is that I measured under my bust area to make the chain, initial chain, and at the end of it, right now, it was quite tight, so I stretched it a bit when I was measuring it, and now when I put it on, try it on, right, I've got an inch spare. So mind that when you measure this, you need to kind of stretch your chain, initial chain, that one, right, because I will tell you, if you don't have enough stitches and it's kind of like this, you can always go then with single crochets around one side, put the buttons on it and cover it like this, so you can make it an inch or half an inch wider. If you need to make even more wider, you can go across with single crochets on this side, put the buttons, and then you go across with single crochets on this side again. So you can make it wider, but if it overlaps a lot, 2 inches, it might not be very nice. If it overlaps an inch, I will say that I wanted to make it like that. I will make buttons on this side and cover it like this. So make sure your buttons go through your half double crochets. It is very flexible. I'm sure it will go through. I'm going to change this one if it doesn't go through. I've got a few buttons. I wanted to go to the shop to buy a very cool like wooden brown buttons, so like white pearl buttons. I can always change it, can I? So these are the buttons I've got at the moment. I've got maybe not this one, maybe that one, or maybe like not quite sure about this, maybe like that, right? And so I've done this one, few rounds. I've got this kind of eyelet at the bottom of my top, and I have made just a chain, not this one, the other chain, longer. I will show you in a bit, and how I've made this one for my straps. I put it on, I put the markers where I want my straps on for the front. At the back it should be symmetrical, but I will not stitch this. I will just do it like this, and I can always adjust and readjust it. So this top will be very adjustable according to your size, according to your needs. On the front I want to make it slightly interesting, more interesting, so I've made it like this, like a fork. One side and the other side over there. Let me show how I made this one. Yes, I want it like this too at the front. So I've made the chain. I was using 2 strands of yarn. Let me get my hook. And then this is half of the chain. Half of the chain. Don't worry, you can always adjust, you can undo it, make it shorter, right? So, and something like 1/3 of the chain. I've got 2 loops and I've got 2 strands. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take 1 loop, oh dear, 2 loops, 2 strands, then with 1 loop I will continue. Let's pull this tight and continue making the chain. Not sure how many stitches, you just have to try it on, measure it as it's long enough for you. Let's make a couple more stitches. You can always make shorter out of long piece, but if you cut it too short, you will need to make it again, you know what I mean. Then you've got this second loop left. I just think it's a simple top, but this little detail will make it slightly more interesting. Make it same size, maybe couple more stitches. I haven't cut the yarn on this side where I finish. I may go with single crochets around. It will just give me finished look, tidy those ends. Make chain 1 and just go single crochet how you see that fits. I can even take slightly smaller hook. I think it will be tidier, and slightly tight on this side. I would say I've used approximately 250-300 grams of cotton yarn on this top. I'm very happy because I will go Sicily this summer, and cotton is just the best top for hot weather. So it will be just great for my summer holidays. Like that, I will just go around and I will crochet on top of those ends. I'm on this side because my camera is quite high up. I have attached the buttons. I have done this string at the bottom. Look, you can adjust the width if it goes too loose. Buttons, where they are. I didn't make anything special for the buttons. It's up to you, you can make it, but since it's the top for beginners, I didn't do any adjustment. I have made a row of single crochets on this side. I haven't done on that side because I just don't have enough yarn, or maybe I ran out of my patience. But this side, it looks a little bit tidier, but it's your choice. Straps, I have adjusted the length. I may tidy those ends inside, and this is really a nice, good top for me. So if you enjoyed this pattern, subscribe to my channel, maybe share it with your friends, and I would be very happy to see all your summer tops. Tag Hobby Crochet on Instagram. I will make sure I will check it. And thank you for watching.